days, we'll be celebrating 6 decades of Dodger greats. And it begins with tonight's induction to the newest legend of Dodger baseball. He was a member of the '81 World Champion Dodgers. He spent more than a half-century in this game, of course, as a player and as a manager and as a friend to so many. From Riverside to the big leagues and soon to Cooperstown, his name is Dusty Baker. Please turn your attention to Dodger Vision as Actor Anthony Anderson shares with us the story of the newest Dodger legend.
This is where I always wanted to play because as a kid I was a Dodger fan and I always had my radio listening to Vince Scully and really sort of imagining myself one day playing in Dodger Stadium.
Today, we celebrate the storied career and enduring Dodger legacy of Johnny B. Baker, universally known in the baseball world as Dusty. As a youngster growing up in Riverside, the thought of playing at Dodger Stadium was an early dream as he followed the local team during the early 1960s. His favorite player was Tommy Davis, the two-time National League batting champion whose primary position was left field. Little did Baker realize that one day he would not only play the same position as Davis at Dodger Stadium, but he would also inherit his hero's uniform number 12. After beginning his major league career with the Atlanta Braves, a trade to Los Angeles after the 1975 season brought Dusty home to Dodger Stadium. The left field pavilion at Dodger Stadium became Baker's Field. It didn't take long for Baker to become a fan favorite in Southern California. When he trotted to the outfield before games, the patrons tossed packs of chewing gum, and Baker signaled a wave of appreciation.
He fit in like he'd been here all along. Dusty's the type of player that played hard, knew how to play the game, was going to play it right, and he was going to do what he could do for the betterment of his ball club.
He really was one of the first guys I saw that kind of owned that area where he played out in left field. That was Baker's field, and you can see it.
An injury-filled 1976 season burst his bubble, but his fans kept their unwavering support. So did his new manager, Tommy Lasorda, who announced at the start of spring training in 1977 that Baker was his left fielder, despite only hitting 4 home runs in 1976. Both the Dodgers and their fans celebrated a healthy Baker's comeback that allowed the Big Blue Wrecking Crew to regain control of the National League West standings. On the final day of the 1977 regular season, Baker homered against intimidating Houston Astros ace J.R. Richard, making the Dodgers the first team in Major League history to have 4 players to each hit at least 30 home runs in the same season. Baker, Reggie Smith, Ron Say, and Steve Garvey.
Said, look, Dusty, I know you're going to hit 30 because God would not make you hit 29 and then not hit the 30. God didn't want you to hit the 30. He would have made you stop for the last day at 27. That's how I felt.
But Baker reserved his biggest clout of 1977 the following week in the National League Championship Series. After losing the opener of a best-of-5 series, the Dodgers were desperate for a victory before the scene shifted to Philadelphia's Veterans Stadium. Baker's 4th-inning grand slam sparked the Dodgers to a 7-1 victory.
Hit well in left field. Grand slam home run, Dusty Baker.
Los Angeles eventually won the pennant in 4 games, and Baker became the first most valuable player of a National League Championship Series.
Well, when Dusty came into the locker room, you knew it. He was all business as far as playing baseball and wanting to win. He just loved his job. He loved what he did. He loved playing the game, and all that energy was something that we could offer.
Baker, in 1977, would make the first of 3 World Series appearances with the Dodgers during a 5-year period, all against the New York Yankees. During that era, Baker remained a key member in both the starting lineup and in the clubhouse. The all-star left fielder won both Gold Glove and Silver Slugger honors while providing veteran leadership.
My first time we traveled, back in the day in 77 when we traveled, you traveled in suits, you wore a tie and slacks. And I come to the big leagues, I didn't have any of that. We went to Atlanta, and Dusty took me to a place in Atlanta, bought my first suit, bought my first pair of animal shoes, alligators, I remember, and a belt. And from that point on, he helped me to learn how to dress at the major league level, but it was Dusty that took me on a shopping spree. I will always remember that.
Although Los Angeles suffered consecutive postseason heartbreaks in 1977 and 1978 against the Yankees, the Dodgers' quest for a championship finally succeeded in 1981. Baker and his teammates could finally pop the champagne after winning the 1981 World Series at Yankee Stadium. Baker left the Dodgers after the 1983 season, but he remained a familiar face in Southern California, whether as an opposing player or during his 26-year managerial career.
Being young and 21, 22, when I was coming up, he just was there to support, just try to help, nurture my career from the beginning. And he did the same when I was done playing, and trying to, nurture me in my transition from playing and encourage me to get into coaching and stay involved in baseball. And a lot of where I've been in my career is because I was fortunate to play for Dusty.
Nearly a half century after he first donned the Los Angeles Dodgers uniform, the former outfielder returns among the legends of Dodger baseball. Welcome home, Dusty.
Legends of Dodger baseball is a recognition of Dodger greats for their impacts on the field and off. The inaugural class that went in 2019 included the great Don Newcomb. 2 years ago, the mouse that roared, Maury Wills, was inducted. There have been 7 total players inducted. We have 5 of them here with us today. Please welcome, from last year's Legends class, Manny Mota. Also from last year's class, Oral Hershiser. Inducted into the Legends of Dodger Baseball in 2022, Kirk Gibson. The only legend who is also in the Ring of Honor, number 34, Fernando Valenzuela. And our first speaker of the evening, one of the first inductees, Steve Garvey.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be with all of you this evening. It's an honor to welcome our friend and our brother in this wonderful fraternity. It's been said, it's amazing what you can accomplish if you don't care about who takes the credit for it. And I think that is the epitome of Dusty Baker. Through the years, many of us have paragraphs. Dusty now is a chapter, on and off the field, the accomplishments, in the dugout as a manager. But if life is God's gift to us, what we do with it is our gift to him. Dusty Baker has given him the greatest gift. And that's as a man, as a husband, as a father, as a celebrated baseball player, as an American, but as somebody who now epitomizes the great Dodger history. And I think all of us who have been inducted feel the same way, that we love you, Dusty, and it's your turn. Congratulations.
Dusty, there are a few people who couldn't be here today, but wanted to make sure they were still able to send their best wishes to you. So let's take a look at Dodger Vision.
Congratulations, Dusty, on being inducted into the Legends of Dodgers Baseball. You were certainly a legend when I first met you, and now you're even more of a legend for the influence and the personality that you exuded to me in my younger years, and it's still there in my older years. I appreciate you, and congratulations.
Well, Dusty, I just wanted to say congratulations on being inducted to the Legends of Dodger Baseball. Man, you deserve it, my friend, and love you a lot. Just congratulations.
Dusty, it's Mike Socia. I want to congratulate you on the great honor of being inducted into the Legends of Dodger Baseball. Well deserved, Dusty. Thank you for everything you did for me and everything you did for all of us that came up and played in those early years of our careers. And it's an honor well deserved.
The Legends of Dodger Baseball has got to be honored to have you in it, and you deserve it. You earned it. You earned a right to be there, and I'm happy to say that I'm very proud of the fact that I was one of your teammates, and I enjoyed every year, every moment we had on and off the field. You're deserving. Congratulations. I love you, man.
Dusty, congratulations on being inducted into the Legends of Dodger Baseball. Thank you for everything that you've done for me personally and professionally in my baseball career. I wouldn't be standing here today without your support and love. All the best.
Hey, Dusty, congratulations. You deserve this. You were my mentor coming up. I think having an opportunity to come up when I was a rookie and play with you, and you were the Kirk Gibson of that era, and it was a joy. You always took me in, you chewed me out when you needed to, and you've just been a great friend, and you deserve everything that you can in life, and it comes because you're such a great person.
He played the game right and always give you 100%. He was a winner. He hated to lose. So my congratulations to Dusty Baker. We mention and honor as a legend, because in my heart, Dusty is a Dodger legend. Good friend, good teammate, and great human being. Congratulations, Dusty, and God bless you.
Our next speaker was another one of Dusty's teammates on the championship team of 1981. And of course, a few years before that, he was part of the sport's first 30 home run quartet, along with Dusty and Garvey and Say. He's a kid that grew up in Los Angeles and went on to be a 7-time Major League All-Star. Please welcome back to Dodger Stadium, Reggie Smith.
Thank you, Gary. First, let me say it's truly an honor and humbling to be able to speak Dusty and my good friend. It's so much that I can say, but they only give us a few minutes. So I'm going to indulge myself a little bit here, just to let you know that the things that you accomplished in the Dodger epitomizes the things of legend. And it's so important to me to know that I had an opportunity to play with you. They say that a superstar is someone that makes the people around them play better. Dusty is a superstar on the field, and he's a superstar as a manager as well. And for those attributes, I am so proud and feel so good that what you were able to accomplish as a manager to bring together teams that were winning teams. Something that I'm sure you learned from a lot of the greats that you had an opportunity to be a part of. And I know Hank Aaron was one of them. But more importantly, the legacy that is left for African American players like ourselves. Guy out there with a statue that said that the importance of a life, nothing is more important than the life and the effect that you have on other people. And I think of Roy Campanella, Don Newcomb, and Bankhead, Jim Gilliam. I miss Roy had mentioned Roy, Joe Black. When I think of those guys and the path and the opportunity that was opened to them by both Branch Rickey and the O'Malley family to allow African Americans to start flying, that if we had a chance to honor Jackie's legend, we are Jackie's legend. Thank you.
Dusty, we have one more video to share with you. One more message. You're going to have to bear with one more nice message. We're hearing all these people that are talking about the impact that Dusty has had on them. And it's across baseball. You'll find people like this. The guy that's felt that more than anybody, obviously, your son Derek.
Hey Dad, I just want to say congratulations on being inducted into the Legends of Dodger Baseball, and obviously a huge accomplishment. And I know how much playing for the Dodgers meant to you, being from the area, and how many people you affected, on and off the field, in California in general. And you're my biggest role model and the reason I play. So nobody deserves it more. And I'm sorry I can't be there tonight, but there's plenty of people there for me. And I love you, and I'll see you soon.
So we have one more special guest joining us tonight. Like Dusty, a former Dodger outfielder and now World Series winning manager. Ladies and gentlemen, the manager of the Dodgers, Dave Roberts.
Reggie said about legacy. Dusty, you created a legacy. And I think something that I talk to my players about all the time is that this game is bigger than all of us. You have to play for things that are bigger. Your teammates, the fans, the organization, the game of baseball in its entirety. This game is going to be here longer than all of us are here. And that's something that Dusty Baker instilled in me and every single player that played for him and that played with him. And so for me, Dusty, I salute you, and we're trying to do our part to keep that fire burning and keep your legacy living. So, Steve and Reggie talked a little about Dusty's impact as a player. As a former outfielder, current manager, I'd like to take a step forward. Dusty helped carve a path for black managers that only began during his playing career and still barely existed by the time he became a manager. For his first job in 1993, Dusty took a team over that had finished 72-90 the year before, and then the following year led them to a 103-59 record, a 31-game improvement. So tell me that leadership doesn't matter. Before 2016, only 8 years ago, no major league team had hired a black manager to take over a winning team. Dusty and I became the first two, and I am very proud and honored to be linked with you. A couple more great nuggets here, guys. Baker is only one of two managers in the 21st century and only one of only 12 all-time
Congratulations, you are a Dodger legend.
So, as handsome as you guys all are, as good as you all look, and there's no disputing that, we figured we should make it a little more official, a little more uniform. So tonight we're going to unveil a special official blazer of Legends of Dodger Baseball. We've got some of the current Dodgers who are going to present our current members, our existing members, with their blazers. Teoscar Hernandez coming out here. Trevor Ryan. Miguel Rojas. Freddie Freeman. And Joe Kelly. To you to present the official jacket to the newest Dodger legend, Dusty Baker. I think you're ready for the podium, my friend. Let's hear it for Dusty Baker.
Well, first let me say thank you to all the fans and to los fanáticos de México y cual parte en los otros países. And, I just want to say thank you to my teammates because I'm hoping that I help make them better because they definitely helped me to be a better ball player and a better person. I came over from the Braves as a young player. I couldn't wait to get to LA because I know the LA Dodgers are about winning. And that was right up my alley to try to win. And we had a lot of help. The guys that really helped us, when I think about it, were Sandy Koufax, Jim Gilliam, Roy Campanella, Lou Johnson, you can name it on and on, with the guys that helped us. And they gave us the Dodger tradition and the will to win and succeed on a daily basis. And I have to thank Tom Lasorda for believing in me, because when I was with the Braves, Tom Lasorda told me, he goes, Dusty, he was third base coach, he says, man, you need to be on the Dodgers. I said, really? Why? He says, well, because you got that Dodger body. The Dodgers are always the best looking guys on the field. So I'm like, wow, maybe I'm one of them. And so they came and got me a year later. That was a turning point in my life, a turning point in my career. And, I really got to thank the fans here. As a kid growing up in Riverside, what are the chances of me playing for the Dodgers? At that time, it was called Chavez Ravine. And I used to listen to Vince Scully on my transistor radio every day and pretend that I was Tommy Davis wearing number 12. And there are some kids out there that I know have done the same thing. Grow up wanting to be Reggie Smith, Steve Garvey, Bill Russell, Davey Loach, and now you got new heroes to emulate and to be like. And we're all witnesses that if you really want it and you have the desire to win, that you can achieve that goal, that every one of you out there there have a chance to be whatever you want to be in life. And I just want to say thank you very much. I love you. I mean, I don't feel like a legend. These guys made me a legend. Whatever that is. Okay, well, thank you.
All right, only one thing left to do. We got our jackets. We've heard from everybody. Last year's inductees, Oral and Manny, are going to unveil the Legends plaque. Start of what is going to be a special weekend here at Dodger Stadium. But right now, most importantly, once again, congratulations to Dusty Baker, baseball's best buddy and the newest legend of Dodger.